Because the NGO has experience with the social movement and must know if there has been a criminal offense before, so they must expect there will be one in the future. Also, if you express sympathy for criminal activity, for example, by wearing a T-shirt that says, I support the LF, or I support smashing windows, or whatever. The Supreme Court ruled. In addition, the Supreme Court said, if you help to install encryption of software or help to buy anonymous mobile phones, then you know. Because apparently, according to the judges, nobody would do that without a criminal intent. So helping to install encryption is enough. Or to publish radical leaflets. Leaflets that basically implicitly at least suggest that it would be good, or it is a good idea to inflict criminal damage or to do something criminal. Or radical artwork that does that. So these things are considered as knowing. So the problem is also that this section allows for large amount of surveillance measures, and to be a suspect of this criminal organization is very, very easy. Basically everybody who's involved in animal activity might be one. And the Supreme Court again has done a number of points, 6 points that appear in this ruling, and there could be a lot more. And there was one person who just participated in a demo and became a suspect, and the phone was bugged and everything. So participation in one demo was sufficient. Or somebody who ordered a T-shirt at our NGO, VGD, they just ordered a T-shirt on the phone, and they were already a suspect. Then somebody who knows a suspect personally, or somebody who knows a suspect personally. Even that is enough. For example, there is a person who knows me, and he rents out his flat to other people who don't know me. But they raided his flat anyway because they said, this is a flat of a person who knows a suspect, so we can raid this flat. And they went into this flat to these people, again with the gun, smashing in the door, with the gun, pulling the people out of bed naked and treating them as they treated me. For the only reason because they rented the flat from somebody who knows somebody who might be a suspect. And that's, the Supreme Court said that is fine, you can do that. Then writing radical statements on the internet, there's a number of cases where somebody has just written on the internet, there's even a literature forum where somebody defended veganism, and that alerted the special police unit for them. And then they started bugging him his phone. And especially, I mean, the case against me consists almost solely of statements on the internet or statements on the phone where they consider that it implies some radical or subversive opinion. For example, I seemingly have said, at least according to police, I've said 7 years ago that I consider the ruin, also the financial ruin of animal industry is a good thing. They found that somewhere and they put it in the act and said, this proves my criminal intent, which is my knowing, which is my membership of the criminal organization. And the financial ruin of the, I mean, if you then look at the whole sentence actually, because somebody found this internet statement and gave it to me, then it says, I'm in favor of strict animal laws because strict animal laws cost the animal industry money and that would lead to their financial ruin. And so I'm in favor of it. But this was still enough, and the Supreme Court felt that that was enough. And also to be active with an NGO where suspects are being active. So basically this section means there is that you are being suspected or prosecuted for your beliefs. Basically because if you have the ideology of helping animals, then you are already being includable in such an organization, because you're liable for what other people who share your ideology are doing, your ideology do. They hold you liable for it. Apparently they can't find those people who do that, so they say everybody with the same ideology can be lumped together in this criminal organization, even without knowing each other, and being prosecuted. So what is behind that? Just a couple of slides of interpreting this, what that actually means. Apart from this political prosecution of animals, that is a sign in society. There's something that is happening in society as well. Basically what we do, we move away from investigating crime to investigating danger in society that came up with this terrorist threat, and they maybe use it in order to be able to do that. And what does it mean? It means instead of prosecuting a specific criminal crime where there is concrete evidence, you just find something that somebody completely legally does, but it is odd compared to normal behavior, and so there is a danger. Basically, they gather data, and then they look at the data, and those odd features in it, they sort of look in more detail, because being odd is being dangerous. And on the basis of this, they don't prosecute on the basis of guilt, but on the basis of an expected danger that comes from this oddness. And by doing this, they extend their investigation from, and also the court prosecution, from the immediate crime scene or criminal activity far in front to where, to the realm of your individual basic rights and investigate your private life. Richard Schmid is head of the Germans, the Stuttgart state prosecution, and he said in 1950, and he did apply that to the Soviet Union and the communist system, and he literally said the primary characteristic of a dictatorship consists of extending police investigations and prosecution far into the area which is protected by individual rights in free countries. And this is exactly what we are moving towards by moving away from crime investigation to danger investigation, where we just investigate the private life of lots of people and try to find odd things. And